Hi, Gabriel here from the New York City Guitar School, and I'm here today with a quick lesson about shell-voiced chords. These chords are basically larger chord voicings, like a 7 chord or a 6 chord, something like that, reduced down to 2 or 3 notes. So let's put them in a sequence. Let's use Autumn Leaves now. So first chord in Autumn Leaves, depending on the key you're playing in, typically would be like a C minor. So I'm using this shape here on the 8th fret. Again, with shell voicings, I'll traditionally use for like the Freddie Green 4 to bar comping style. So you see there I'm transitioning to a F7 as our 5 chord is going to lead to our 1 chord here. So we're going 2, 5, 1. And what's nice with these shell voicings, we can use that inner voice leading. So we're going the 3 and 7 and moving to the 3 and 7 of the F7 chord there. So, and I'm just keeping a constant bass note, keeping that there, the C in the bass. And you know, if I was playing in a big band doing this, I would probably take away that bass note. I would just play the middle, the inner voicings. And then when we resolve, using shell voicings, you have a choice. You can either use your 6 chord, like so, or you can use your major 7 voicing. That also works nicely too. Either works. So again, using the inner voicings, we'd have the 3 and 7 of the chords, moving like that. So C minor to F7 to B flat. Now when it comes to the 4 chord, I keep a constant bass note because that gives me the 5th of the E flat major 7 chord. We can keep the 3rd from the B flat, becomes the 7 of the E flat major chord. Now depending if you played the B flat major 7, you would have to voice lead down from the 7 of the B flat chord to the 3rd of the E flat, but if you played the B flat 6 chord, the 6 would be the 3rd of the E flat major 7. Okay, so we've gone 2, 5, 1, 4, moving the bass note if you want, just for demonstration, or if you do 2, 5, 1 major 7 to 1, 6 to give us that 4 chord. 2, 5, 1, 4. Now this brings us to the minor 2, 5, 1, down to the 6th chord with the back cycling off the 5 of 6 there on the D7. So again, I'm using the same voicings. I'm using my A minor 7 voicing here with the root 7 and 3rd, and it's actually would be an A minor 7 flat 5, the half diminished chord, but if we're not playing the 5th, if we're playing the shell voicing, we don't have to worry about that. However, if we're inverting that chord, if we were playing that chord up here, we would have to be cautious of that, and what would happen, rather than playing our typical major triad shape that we've been using that works as your inversion of a minor 7 chord, we'd have to bring the 5th down, and we would actually be playing our 6 chord shape just from the flat 5, and that would give us the inversion of the minor 6 chord there, because we would have our flat 5 there in the bass, we would have our 3rd on the 4th string, and our flat 7 on the 3rd string there. That would give us our A minor 7 flat 5. But however, if we're down here and we're not playing the 5th, we don't have to worry about that. We can just play the A minor 7 voicing with our root 7 and 3rd. Again, inner voice leading down to the D7 with our 5th, 3rd and flat 7. At this time, heading down to our G minor 7. If you want, you could do a G minor major 7, or a G6 chord would also function in these instances too, but G minor 7 would probably be the one we grab. So in that instance, we would have from the very start our 2 to 5 to 1 to 4, the 2 of the minor 7 to the 5, 7 of 6. Okay, so we've covered shell voicings that work for minor 7 chords, minor 7 flat 5 chords, major 7 chords, major 6 chords, and dominant chords. Now, one of the nice things about these shell voicings is you can use them as a building block to build larger chord voicings. So typically I would start off with my shell voicing. Let's take our major 7 shape. I'm playing B flat major 7 using my root flat major 7 and third. It's B flat major 7. And then that frees up, I've got a free finger. Depending on how I'm voicing this chord, it could be your first finger free or your second finger free. Or even your fourth finger free. And this is useful for more contemporary styles of comping, because you can then use that finger to grab a extension. So you could do a slightly vanilla voicing and grab the fifth of the chord to give us a drop 3 voiced B flat major 7. We could be a bit more interesting, grab the sharp 11, the flattened 5th, which would be the natural E natural, give us the sharp 4, flattened 5, the Lydian voicing there. You could grab a 6 on top to give us a major 7 6 chord, one I really like the sound of. There's a slight tension to that. Or depending on the harmony, if we want, you could grab your sharp 5 there. These are all adding an extension on the 2nd string. So 8th fret gives us the 6, 7th gives us the sharp 5, 5 is on the 6th fret, sharp 11 or flat 5 is on the 5th fret. And they can all be used in different contexts. Likewise, if we're looking at the 6th chord, we could have our 5th on the 6th fret again, have a sharp 5 voicing here, and just a nice minor triad inversion here, I should say. Okay, so you can experiment with these and find different things. I really like using the shell voicings, not only for old school styles of jazz comping, but for more contemporary and small ensemble stuff, because you won't get in the way of other musicians when you play in this way. As long as you don't play the root note if there's a bass player right next to you, because they will get annoyed. So inner voicings really helpful. Sometimes you'll see me playing these shell voicings, and I will be rooting myself off the 6th string, but I might just be playing the inner to the 4th and 3rd strings. Just using that guide as I move around the guitar, and I find that super helpful as well. Now hopefully this video was useful. I was just trying to give you a quick introduction into shell voiced chords. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I was pretty vague about the construction, but it's something that is useful to experiment with and see what you can find. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon to receive notifications, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.